Welcome to day number 7 of your acceleration training. Today we're going to talk about facing inevitable obstacles. See, the truth is, regardless of how clear you are on where you're at and where you want to go and the path to get there, there's going to be obstacles. When I was working as a police officer, I was blessed enough to be part of the SWAT team for a few years. And one of the roles that we had inside of the SWAT team was what we would call the breacher. Now, the breacher had a very specific job. Their job was to get us through whatever obstacle was in our way to get us to where it was that we needed to go. Now, this could be breaching through mechanical means, which meant with a crowbar, or it meant with a sledgehammer, ultimately getting through steel doors or metal or wood or something that was blocking entrance into where it was that we wanted to go. Sometimes they would use a saw and they would cut locks or they would cut holes in things. Sometimes they would use explosive breaching. In other words, they would use charges around a door, a window, a wall to gain access to the other side, to where it was that we wanted to go. Now, as part of their job, they were trained to look for and prepare for the obstacles that were in the way. So when we would go serve a search warrant at a home, they were always prepared for whatever obstacles were there. If there were metal bars on the window, if there was a security door, if there was a lock on the gate to get to the backyard. And their job was to ensure that we made it through there. And the same thing happens inside of our lives. See, there's inevitable obstacles of where it is that you want to go that are standing in the way, that will keep you from getting there. And you know this because you've experienced this before. This is why January 20th is National Quitting Day, because everybody sets New Year's resolutions on January 1st, and by the 20th, everybody quits. That's where gyms make all their money. Sign up for a year-long membership. We know you're not going to come. Sign up for this health plan. We know you're not going to get there. We know you're not going to follow through. And you know exactly what I'm talking about because this has been you for so many years. And I'm not calling you a quitter, but what I'm saying is there's an obstacle. And do we understand what the obstacle is? Sometimes the obstacle is right here inside of our minds. We've been told over and over and over again that we can't do something, so we don't. Sometimes it's the beliefs that we have, whether we actually believe that it's possible for us to do something. Doesn't matter what actions you take. What matters is if you believe that it's possible. Sometimes it's resources. You may not have the people to help you get there. You may not have the money to help you get there. You may want $1 million house, but again, you don't have the resources. So ultimately, being clear on where you want to go based off of where you're at is the first step. Being clear on how you're going to get there is the second, but the third is understanding what are the obstacles in the way. So when it comes to your physical body and the way that you're eating, where is it that you want to be physically? What's holding you back from getting there? And ultimately, what is it that you need to get? What tools do you need to acquire to overcome this obstacle? When it comes to your fitness, you're trying to get stronger, you're trying to get faster. Why is it that you haven't been able to get there? What's the obstacle? What's in the way? What's holding you back? And ultimately, what are you going to need to leverage to overcome that obstacle? When it comes to your relationship with God, when we're talking about meditation and connecting, what's been holding you back? Is it the person at church? Is it the fact that you forgot everything that has to do with religion? Is it because you're scared to try something else or something new? When it comes to the relationship with your partner, your significant other, your spouse, what's in the way and what's holding you back from having that intimate relationship? And what do you have to do to overcome it? What do you have to do to overcome the fact that your kids don't want to spend time with you? And ultimately, your business. When it comes to your business, what is it that's holding you back from actually having the business that you want to have? The $1 million business, the $5 million business, the $10 million business. And what do you need to do to overcome that? What do you need to overcome to have the bank account that you want? What do you need to do to overcome to have the support and the staff and the team that you want? See, bridging this gap from where we are to where we want to go starts with understanding what's in the way. And that's exactly where you're at right now. Which leads us to today's assignment. And today's assignment is for you to answer the questions on the link below. And once you answer those questions, is to have a real conversation with your spouse, your significant other, and talk to them about your answers. Then you're going to share with your group a 2-minute video, 2 minutes or less, where you're going to talk about the obstacles that are in the way of you getting what you want out of your life and your business. All right, you know what time it is. It's time to get after it. 3, 2, 1, off you go.